Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going? Ben here from the Kano Player Success Team, and we've got a very special guest.
Yes, hello. I am Mitch. I am the associate producer at Kano.
My goodness, Mitch, it's incredible to have you here. Is this your first live stream?
This is my first live stream. Thanks for having me, Ben.
It's my pleasure. It's
Absolutely.
Good to have you here. Hello to all of our players. We've got Jeffrey, Tina, Matt. That's our coworker.
Yep.
I suppose I don't have to say hi to him. Lori, Darren. My goodness, Donald. I saw lots of people on there. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to our stream. Mitch, do we want to... I think we should just dive right in and tell them what we're here for, because I think we've got a lot of exciting stuff to cover.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I'm super excited.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick interview with you, Mitch. We're going to learn a bit about you, about your personal Kano journey.
All right, well, I like long walks on the beach.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's the content that our players want.
Yep.
But then we're gonna go to the stuff that I don't know, maybe they'll be interested in, which is we're gonna talk about a brand new event.
Yep.
Which you're here to showcase with us.
Yep.
We're gonna give away a special item.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited. I'm not going to talk too much about this one. This item is very cool. It's a bit of a throwback to the old days.
Yes.
So I'm excited to give this one away for sure.
So we're doing another amazing item giveaway that's only for this stream.
Yeah, just for this stream.
Just for this stream. So if you have friends that are not watching the stream right now, like bring them in as fast as possible, because, well, this is your only opportunity.
Yep.
To get a really cool item.
Yep.
We're going to do a few shout-outs, as we always do. Then we're going to hop over to trivia. Are you going to help me out with trivia?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
I have an approximate knowledge of many things.
Okay, good. Excellent. You can't win, though, Mitch.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay, I'll keep my answers to myself.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
And then we'll do a Q&A. And during that Q&A, hopefully we'll learn, hopefully they'll ask a few questions about the new event.
Yep.
And about you, and about the games in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cool. Sweet. Oh, some folks are saying hi. Long time no see, Mitch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I've been around for a while.
Yeah.
So some people may know me from my old days, but we can save that for the interview.
Well, we're here.
Great.
Let's chat about it.
What a segue.
Yes. You are now sorry, say it again. What's your official title?
I'm the associate producer.
The associate producer.
Yeah.
And before,
yes,
you were what? How's your path through Kano been over the years?
Yeah, for sure. So I started here at Kano just over 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
9 years ago. Yeah, I was the community manager originally. So if anyone is watching that was on the old forums, they probably interacted with me at some point. I was a community manager for a few years. And then I kind of moved out of that role and into more like digital marketing. And then I moved from digital marketing to sort of content creation, and then I just sort of morphed into associate producer.
Cool.
So I got more hands-on with the content production process and the event design process and things like that.
Sweet. So does that mean that associate producer? What is that? It sounds like it's content creation, sort of.
Yeah, I would say that's most of it. So what the associate producer does is like pretty much every bit of content in the games that's like items, bosses, events, sales, like that all mostly originates with me. And then I see that, and then I see that through the process from the creation through to development and then onto the games that our players play.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. So everything, this is a wild exaggeration, everything new that they love, they have you to thank for. And if they are not happy, they can also come to you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay,
yeah. I'll take credit for the former. The latter we can talk about.
Yes,
yeah.
The latter is my fault.
Yeah.
I'm sure somehow, it's you can blame the things that you don't like players on Henry and myself and Matt and Moen.
That's very selfless of you, Ben. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Appreciate that.
That's what we like to do here on the Player Success Team. Speaking of Matt and Moen and Henry, thank you, gentlemen, for being our men behind the curtain today.
Yes, thank you.
They'll be communicating with you in the chat and hanging out with you. I can see that they're already doing it. They're right there. The chat's flying by so fast. We only get like 3 lines of chat. Yeah. Which is...
It's not a lot, so it goes by very quickly.
Bizarre.
So I got to give props to you for being able to read that and like call people out that fast. That takes some skill.
Henry's taking a bow from behind the curtain.
Hey, there
where
you go.
Everyone can see him.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry. So yeah, you as the associate producer, you
Yeah.
brought all sorts of. You've helped usher many things from their infancy to the main stage,
Yep.
so to speak.
Yep.
Do you have any like favorites that you've worked on in the past, or that you're working on now, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of my favorite events that I've helped make for this game, obviously it's a team effort,
Yes,
we
yes.
all contribute here, so I'm not going to pretend I'm taking 100% credit,
No.
but of all the features that I've helped work on at Kano, I think faction raids, syndicate raids, armada raids, guild raids, depending on the game that you're in, I think that's been one of my favorite events to do.
Yeah.
Because I love how all the players just come together and with their team, and then they compete to do the most faction raids, and it's really fun to watch. Like the leaderboard change as players
It changes
do more.
so much.
It changes so much, yeah, and like players developing strategies to like when they kill their faction raids to when they save them.
The switch from the first season of those raids to the second season, the strategy was like, whoa, oh wow, like the team. FIJF maybe I think
yeah,
for
or a Rebel
LCN.
Go party in PC.
Yeah, they started slow and then shot up the leaderboards, and it's like, oh wow, you learned from last time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we saw the strategy change between the two events, which was really cool to see. And obviously the event we're going to talk about today, Raid Fusion, I've also really enjoyed working on that. That's been a really collaborative process at the team. Just sort of from concepting it to helping develop the UI and all the sort of stuff that goes into it, and then getting it out to players has been really cool. And then there's another feature that I've been excited working about. I can't talk about that one yet.
Oh,
maybe you can get me back on again and I can talk about it. So that's a little tease for next time. Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. More exciting content coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a bigger
project. That's much bigger. But again, I don't want to give too much away.
Okay, great.
So,
I won't press you further, even though I want to know.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I am not a developer technically. I don't actually do any coding. So I guess if you wanna simplify it, I'm an ideas guy.
Wow.
So.
Okay, so, that sounds a bit. I feel like I say this all the time. Anybody working here at Kano, this kind of sounds like a dream job.
Yeah, it definitely is. I feel very fortunate to have sort of developed along this career path at Kano, from community manager to associate producer, because in my spare time I do play a fair number of video games. Surprise, I work at a video game studio. I play video games.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to just be one of the people who works to get all this content out to the players that they enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's, that's, like I said, that's items, bosses, locations, events, everything like that. So it's been really cool to work on over these past few years.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Wow. I love it. You mentioned, you teased the new event.
Yep.
Shall we show it off?
Jump right into it. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's show.
This is super exciting.
Show our players. I'm going to make sure that my phone's working here, because these things lock up, and we don't want to show my phone password.
You have a lovely password, but I don't think our players are going to be seeing
That's
that
right.
today.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So Raid Fusion.
Raid Fusion.
Fusion. It's not fusions. I like to pluralize things unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about it, Mitch. I'm gonna follow along on the app here.
Sure.
So here I am on my Viking Clan homepage.
Yes.
Because it's coming to Viking Clan right away.
Yeah. So this Thursday at 9 a.m. With the new raid boss. Tan Grizz and Tan Nost. I have the pronunciation up on the whiteboard there because we were debating about this beforehand. Is it Tan Griznir, Tan Nostir?
You would never guess it, players, because their names are almost... They're just like a blur of text as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
But they're really cool.
Yeah, so this boss is super... I'm just going to talk about the boss super quick.
Okay.
So Amaris, who was on the last live stream, she did the artwork for this one. This one is amazing. In Norse mythology, these are the two goats that pull Thor's chariot.
Cool.
And Thor is a bit different in Norse mythology than you might expect. He gets up to a lot of antics. Yeah, and he can actually eat his goats, and as long as the goats are not 100% destroyed, they will come back to life the next day. So they're an infinite source of food for Thor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really like how this turned out. It's very 80s metal inspired, with the lightning and stuff.
They're riding the lightning up there.
Yeah. If this was spray painted on the side of a van, I think that would be very cool.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that works very thematically with the raid boss as well, because you're going to be killing these bosses over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep coming back to life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can keep summoning them. So in a way, you are Thor.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
So yeah, so that's the boss art itself. I just wanted to give a shout out to Amaris, who always does amazing art for our raid bosses, locations, items, like everything comes through Amaris.
Yeah.
So she does a great job. So how this event works is basically the pitch for this is like, have you ever like done a raid and gotten a common and you were like, I wish that was a superior?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, with raid fusions, you can turn that common into a superior.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you attack the boss, you will drop components.
I see. So if we look here on the app, I've got some components already. I'm at 432. This is kind of right above Tangrisnes and Tanos health bar, just in the top right corner there.
Yep.
And I'm going to use some heal and attack actions here.
Yep.
And oh, great! I'm already up to 434. I've earned some more components.
Yeah, so you can see the components are dropping down there in that little pop-up response.
Can level up. Great.
Yeah, so if players have played the Raid Shop event, that's sort of similar, where a certain number of actions will contribute to getting you the event currency, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, so these components, they only last for the duration of this event.
Okay,
so from when it starts at 9 a.m. on Thursday to noon on Friday.
The next Friday.
The next Friday. That's right.
Okay, great.
So yeah, not the next day.
Not
the next
hours,
week.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a good.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you for that. So yeah, they only last for the duration of the event. So if Raid Fusion ever comes back, which it might, you'll have to collect the opponents again.
Cool.
But that's just like Raid Shop. Those tokens don't carry over from event to event. So.
Now, I'm just noticing when I'm attacking these, like oh man, nice. I got a nice slowdown here. But here we go.
You're too good.
I'm too good. They gotta scale me back. I'm being put under the automatic delay system. Little joke for our Blitz players. Anyway, I'm noticing that I'm using 20 stamina, 20 energy. I'm getting a component already, so I'm getting these much faster than I would a raid token.
Yeah, you do get these much faster than a raid token. So you get one component every 25 actions, and that's attacking or healing.
Okay.
So you should be getting a lot of these as you fight your raid boss.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then I've loaded up quite a few. I've got 445 components. What can I do with these components?
Excellent. So what you can do with these components is if you click on item fusing there.
I can, yes.
And this will take you to the Raid Fusion shop. So I love this interface. I think this interface is super clean.
So slick.
Yeah, it's very cool. This went through a lot of iterative design, and this is the design we ended up with, and I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out.
Yeah, I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah, thank you from the team.
Yes.
So basically what this page is here is you will see the item inputs for fusing as well as just components. So if you don't have any commons items yet and you got some components, you can turn those components into a random common item.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can build my own item components, straight up.
Straight up. You can only turn those into commons. And then if you combine a common item and a component, you can get a superior item. Nice. And if you combine a superior item and a component, or a certain number of components, I should say, then you'll get a mythic item.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so...
Which is a premium item in Zombie Slayer LCN.
Yeah, so LCN and ZS is premium, and PC and VC is mythic.
Quite cool. Yeah. Sweet. So, just looking at this here, so I've got one of my hammers here, my common hammers, which we can see on the left side of the screen.
Yeah.
It says it's gonna take me 100 components to make a superior thin teeth hammer.
Yes.
So I just make it happen.
Boom.
Wow. Okay, I got it. Amazing.
Yeah. So basically, the process is you'll go fight a raid boss. You'll get components while you're fighting the raid boss from doing actions. When the raid is over, you'll get your item drop. That's going to be maybe a common, maybe a superior, and then you'll come over to this fusion interface, and you'll combine the components and the drop into a better version of that item.
Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, I love that. So okay, great. So again, here I've got the thin teeth plate.
Yep.
I have the common version. I want to make a superior version. Again, it costs me 100 components.
Yep.
Plus the item. I fuse those together and I create a new one.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Okay, and great. And now I see that I do not have those common versions anymore.
You use it up. So that is important to note. So when you combine them to make the better version of the item, the base item will be used up in that process. But you're getting a better version of that item out of it, so you're trading up.
Oh, sweet. I feel like a lot of players have been asking for that ability over the years. At least my months, I guess. I've only been here for a year and a half, so it feels like always players are saying, "Look, I've got these old items that they're not good enough for me. I want to make them better."
Yeah, or
And now they
specifically,
can.
yeah, or specifically, well, it's just for these raid event items specifically.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, but yeah, it sort of like I said at the beginning. If you get a common and you really want it to turn into you really want that to be a superior. Well, now you have the tools available to you in this event to do that.
Now, Mitch, I'm noticing here
Yes.
that the cost, if I were to create a new, if I were to upgrade, if I were to fuse this armor again, the cost is now double.
Yes,
Is that correct?
That is correct. So this is kind of where it gets tricky. So the cost, so every component has a base cost to make a newer version of that item. So to turn a common into a superior, it's 100. To turn a superior into mythic, it's 200.
Okay.
And then that breaks down per item and per stat bias.
I see. So
Yeah.
these ones that I've made already, they're out of 200, but
Yeah.
these dudes over here,
100.
100.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Okay, cool.
if you make a superior attack weapon, then that cost is going to double the next time you want to do that.
Okay.
But if you want to make a superior defense soldier and you haven't made one of those yet, it'll be the base cost.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
So
now-
kind of once you get your hands on it, it will make sense. But yeah,
Totally.
just basically for every item that you make, depending on whether it's attack or defense, that specific cost will double in terms of how many components you need.
Great. That makes
Yeah.
total sense to me. Now, I want to show this off. This is what you were talking about earlier. We can create new items with just components. So if you don't have the item class that you want yet, if it's not dropping from your raid boss, you can build that directly with components.
Yes, correct. Yeah, these
100
only work for common.
FPs to upgrade. No, Harold, these are not favorite points. These are a brand new resource called components.
Yeah.
So this is, you get these for every 25 raid actions. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah.
So-
An important note, I saw a question about the cost doubling. The cost, so Henry just said it, so the cost resets each day, and that's for every recipe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it doesn't double throughout the entire event. So every day, every new day, the cost will reset back to base.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's sweet. That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
If we save up tokens, can we skip to a different item? Do they have to be upgraded sequentially? No, so as long as you have the appropriate input item, you can then make the better version. So you don't have to make the superior version of the hammer to make the mythic version. If you get the superior version from a raid boss, you can just go and turn it into a mythic automatically.
That's cool. That's great.
You don't have to go through all three steps. As long as you have the appropriate input and then appropriate number of components, you can make whatever item on this list.
Tina asks, I hope there's a walkthrough on this. Yes,
Yes,
there is now.
there is.
Posted to the Viking Clan FAQ, there is now a full walkthrough of this. We'll also, hopefully, this will be available on YouTube after this stream is over, so you can rewatch this as many times as you want. And we'll be releasing those FAQs to all the other games as Raid Fusion moves along to the other games as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because again, it's gonna hit everyone. Is this replacing our regular raids? Karen asks. For this next set of raids, it's the feature raid. It's the special event.
Yeah, it's a special event. Yeah, kind of like how you have raid games, faction raids, raid shop, and that runs for one event for each game for the month, and then the next raid boss will be a regular raid or an event or anything like that. So this is currently one time only.
One time only.
One time only.
Yeah, you get to decide, I guess, depending on how much you like it, if it returns.
Yeah, if it returns, yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, we think this is super cool. So this will probably be coming back.
We'll keep doing Q&A at the end, but I did see one more question. Somebody asked, does this mean we're going to get more common drops? No, absolutely not. The drops are the same.
Yeah, so the drops from the bosses are the same. So it's you beat a boss, you get one drop, just like normal.
Great.
If you have extra components, you can go and use this feature of Raid Fusion to make common items from components. So this, every time you click on this, it spits out a random item. You can re-roll that item. So by clicking the little dice in the middle, this only works for the commons because the output is random every single time. So this may get you a few tries to get the one you're looking for.
Yeah.
But if you have enough components, you can keep hitting that dice button until you get the common you want.
Great.
And that cost also doubles. So we want, So primarily the way that we want players to be getting their inputs for Raid Fusion is from beating raid bosses. Yeah.
Sweet.
But this is just another avenue to do that. So if you want to get a common item, you've got enough components, you can go to the Raid Fusion page and get it out.
Oh my goodness. I just realized something.
Yes.
I've been so excited about Raid Fusion that I haven't given out a single Ben's Bolo tie And Lori asked for one, including a compliment about how I'm looking today.
You're looking very nice.
Thank
I must
you. That's
say,
very kind. Yeah.
I wish I
You
wore
as
a
well.
button-up shirt. No, you're. I feel underdressed actually.
No, you. This is cool now. This is what people wear.
I guess so.
T-shirts, and they look casual, cool, but like clean. You know, this is people think this is too much these days.
No, you look
That's what
good.
people tell me.
Well, I had a little help choosing my outfit. I definitely,
yeah?
I definitely did ask my girlfriend. It was like, well, what should I wear on the live stream? And this is her suggestion.
I think this looks great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, very sharp.
Yeah.
All right, but yes, Lori, yes, you get a bolo tie, and in fact, Michelle, you get a bolo tie too. Elaine, you're naked. You need a bolo tie. Throw that on.
I think you need a bit more than that.
You
but...
might need a bit more as well. Sarah C says, never gotten a bolo tie. Sarah C, watching on YouTube, you may also have a bolo tie.
Perfect.
I got to keep that up. I was so excited about this event. I feel like I'm not even. My brain is melting. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just going to show them how this works. I'm going to create a new Shepherd shield here. Boom. It cost me 75 components. That's the word. Yeah. And now I have one.
Yep.
Which means that I can now
use that make the superior version. Yeah.
And turn it into a superior version.
Yep.
Sweet. Now, again, I'll have the ability, once I have enough components, I don't have them at the moment.
Yep.
I'll have the ability to make mythic versions of all of these items as well.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah, and this is sort of the end goal for the event. So mythic items, they're not available during a normal raid boss. They only come from raid events. So the case here is these are kind of the end goals for Raid Fusion, and there is going to be a leaderboard component to this raid.
Because it wouldn't be a Kano game if there's not a little bit of player versus player action going on.
Exactly. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah. So this is so the greater raid boss is definitely team focused. You're going to need to work with your team to take them down.
Mm-hmm.
But the Raid Fusion event itself is kind of more of an individual thing. And so what will happen is the number of mythic items, just mythic items, not common, not superior, that you fuse, that will rank you on the leaderboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is not only you're getting these good items,
yeah,
you're climbing the leaderboards as you get these good items, and then I assume there's some juicy rewards for placing on the
Absolutely,
leaderboards. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the top 3 players will get a decent amount of FP. It's 200 FP for first place.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it steps down from there, but like second...
And skill points
and
as well.
Skill points, yep. So 200 FP and skill points for first place. You'll
nice.
also get exclusive overlay vanities or customization based on where you place on the leaderboard for the top 3 places.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, great. That's going to be... There's just
3.
Everyone on the leaderboard, am I remembering this correctly? Everyone on the leaderboard, if you fuse one mythic item, you're going to get something.
You're going to get something, yeah. Up to rank 100.
Okay, great, sweet. And then if you...
Or 101 plus.
Okay, great, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And then, if you're in the top 100, you'll get a bit more.
Yeah.
And if you're in the top 3, you'll get those juicy rewards.
Yeah, the juicy prizes. The best are in the top 3, yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm correct...
Yes.
This time, this is not like... Because it's PvP, it's individuals versus individuals. This is not like raid, like Armada raids or Syndicate raids, where it's cross-server, right? Is it unique leaderboard per server?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, great. So you're just competing with server 1 versus server 1, server 2 versus server 2.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, those top 3 spots are going to be pretty hotly contested. I think we can show off. Yeah. So yeah, you get 200 favor points and 25 skill points for first place, plus these unique. Again, this is our only time we've ever done this.
It's the only time we've ever done this, and also like this isn't like Armada raids, like you were saying, where like everybody in your Armada or faction will get these. Only you will get these. So there's only going to be one person per server who gets this overlay.
Okay, that's very cool. I love that.
Yeah, so we can scroll. Sweet. We can scroll down there a bit, and you can show what you get for second and third.
Nice.
So yeah, you get 150 favor points, 15 skill points, and then for third,
here we go.
You get 100 favor points and then 10 skill points, and then if you rank lower than that, you get a little bit less.
In the top 100, 5 skill points, 10 favor points, and if you just place on the leaderboard...
If you craft one mythic item and do nothing else, you'll get at least 5 favor points.
Pretty sweet.
Yep.
Pretty nice. I love that. That's great.
So there you go.
Oh, K. David Green says there's no choice to how much stamina energy to use. It's still this normal raid. Like my game, I just set it up for 20 and 20 heal and attack, but you can scroll that up, put it down, or you can swap back over to the original setup where you can pick how much you're doing of each. So it's just like a normal raid, except those actions earn you these bonus components.
Yeah. So yeah, I see a couple of questions about people asking when it is going to come out to the games or if we're going to do the other games. Yes, we will do all the other games. Viking Clan is starting this week, and then PC, ZS, and LCN. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Ben is so prepared.
I'm so prepared.
Yeah, it's like he's done this before.
Once or twice.
No, the leaderboard is not who has more components. The leaderboard is how many mythic items have been crafted.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Viking Clan in 2 days, less than 48 hours.
Correct, yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Then Pirate Clan, Zombie Slayer, Mob Wars, you just said that. Yeah. So again, one component per 25 actions. You fuse those components with your raid drops to make better versions of those items. You can forge Mythic, or if you're a
Zombie
Slayer or LCN player. My goodness. Again, this raid fusion is fusing my brain to mush. You'll get premium items, and every time you do one of those, you'll climb up on the leaderboard.
Correct. Yeah.
Are the attack heal even? Can we do 100? You right now again, it's just like normal raids. K. David Green. It's if you're using the combo, they have to be the same.
They have to be the same.
But if you do the other setup, you can choose like I want to attack for 100, heal for 20. Attack for 100, heal for 20. That sort of thing. If that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
Frederick McMaster wants a bolo tie. Absolutely. Please have one. Thanks for being here, Fred. That's great. Yeah. Everyone thinks they're on the Oprah show. You get a bolo tie. You get a bolo tie. You get a bolo tie. Well, Pam.
You get a car. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you can have a bolo tie, and I think everyone can get something else, Mitch.
Yes, that's
Is
right.
that right?
That's right.
Should we talk about your special item?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay,
Bring it
great.
up.
Sweet.
Yeah, so this is the Mitch's party duck. So what I was talking about earlier with the throwback, again tying it all back to the forums, you know, a little callback, if you will.
Very nice.
So
back to your old days.
Back to the old days. So back on the forums, I had an avatar that was a duck, and he had a little like Kano necklace and like party shades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we've upgraded the duck a little bit. He's now a bit more dapper. He's attending a bit of a classier party.
Nice.
He's got the bow tie. He's got the top hat. So this is an updated version of my old forum duck avatar.
I love this. I think this is so. Amaris did this.
Did this as well.
Of
Yeah,
course,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's so cool. And one of the things I really like about this in LCN and Zombie Slayer, man, combining those two together today is really tripping up my brain. I don't know why. In LCN and Zombie Slayer, it's still a weapon.
Yep.
But in Viking Clan and Pirate Clan, it's a warrior or a matey. So in Viking Clan now, you can have a full setup. You can be fully equipped with Kano Livestream items.
Yes, absolutely.
which I love.
Which is quite the flex, I think. Yeah, it definitely shows that you're committed to showing up for these live
Exactly.
streams,
I know that my characters in Viking Clan will have this setup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because obviously I'm here for the live stream, so I'm going to get one. Because everyone here today is going to have a chance to get this.
That's right.
Yeah. So there's a very special way. Players, there's a very special way that you're going to earn this item, and it's you just have to type gimme 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 in the chat. That's all you have to do. If you type gimme 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 in the chat, you'll get the duck. You'll get the duck. That's it. Just as easy as that. I swear. I hope somebody does it. Oh
okay,
yeah.
now
Here we go.
There was a second delay, but now I'm seeing the gimme gimme gimmes.
Now we're seeing the gimme gimme gimmes.
Yes, there it is. Okay,
yes.
Perfect.
Well, geez, there's too many to count. They're really flying in. I love it.
Quack, quack, quack. I like that. Yeah, that's
very good. Yeah. Gail, I am not ignoring you.
Chat is going by very fast. As Ben said, we only have room for 3.
That's right. Gimme. This is too overwhelming. You're right. There's no way Henry's going to be able to keep up.
I would like to see him try.
I would love to see him try. But instead, we're gonna throw a link down in the chat at the end of this stream. So stick around until the end, and then there'll be a little link. You'll follow that, and you'll be able to collect that on your preferred accounts. Yeah,
there you go.
It's one per account.
One per account.
You can't load up your LCN Server 1 account with 4
hundreds of ducks.
A
duck swarm, a veritable duck swarm.
And I almost forgot to say, again, we put a time limit on this. So only live viewers of this live stream. We want to make it feel live, because it is live.
It is.
So only until 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 1 hour from now.
Yep.
So you'll probably get this closer to the end of the stream. You'll have about 45 minutes probably to follow that link and get your party done.
Yeah, and this is going to be about as strong as the other live stream items we've given out, so it is a very good item.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Great. Well, do you want to do a few shout-outs and then do some trivia and then let these kind, lovely folks get their item and ask us some questions about our lives and Raid Fusion?
I could say no, but I feel like I should say yes.
I feel like you should say yes.
I will say yes. Yeah,
okay,
let's
great.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. We're going to do some quick shout-outs here. As always, we like to shout out our biggest recent lottery winner. And this time it's very big. Lurking Gut John won nearly 6,000 favor points, 5,946 favor points on Pirate Clan Server 1.
That is a huge amount of favor points for a pirate with a great name.
Yes, yeah, I do really like that name. I've thrown a little screenshot in here. That is the current LCN jackpot as of yesterday. So I don't know if somebody won it at noon today, but that's 7,285 favor points. So if nobody won today,
that can only go up.
It's only going up.
It's only going up.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Okay.
We want to shout out our Discord viewers and our Discord community members. We're still growing our Discord. People are joining every day, and new players are getting advice from folks.
Yep.
It's really nice. And we have a Discord live stream. They're smaller than this one. We don't do as many slides, but it's a nice casual hangout where we still give away FP and items.
Yeah.
So I know our dear friend Cruel on Discord has won 2 weeks in a row, 50 FP each time. Well done, Cruel.
Very nice, Cruel.
So yeah, the odds are a little bit better there because there's fewer viewers, and it's just random. We don't do trivia on the Discord server live stream, so you can just hope for the best just by hanging out in chat. So
absolutely.
it's pretty sweet.
I will not be there, but I hear good things.
Yes, it's pretty fun. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Normally it's one of the player success team members, so myself or Henry or Matt or Moen. I don't know if Moen's done one yet, but he's always there chatting, throwing in good gifts.
Yes, absolutely.
Our GIF game is getting really strong on the Discord live streams.
That's important for a Discord server. You got to have good memes and gifs.
That's right.
Essential.
Gail is saying that she's still not able to get into the Discord live stream or the Discord at all. I'm really sorry to hear that, Gail. I don't know if you have messaged us, but I think you might have. I think we're in conversation now about that. So if you don't know how to get into Discord, please check out our FAQ video on that. We have it on the LCN YouTube page, and it's embedded in our FAQ article about the Discord server. Mitch, you want to read this kind review? I don't know if you can see it from where you're sitting.
I'm not actually wearing my glasses
okay,
right now,
great.
So I'll have to lean in here. Sorry.
That's all right.
Coolest game online this year, and finally updates on the things that weren't up to date. Now it's cool to hunt, and that
With
is
a
from
little peace sign.
Peace sign. That's what that is. I thought it was a mouse.
Oh yeah.
And that is from Freddy on Viking Clan. That's a 5-star review. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So,
thank you, Freddy.
Thank you, Freddy. And I'm glad to see some nice feedback on our real-time hit list changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice to see that people are getting used to that now and enjoying it. So.
Yeah, that was a very cool feature to see come to fruition. So that's an example of a feature I did not actually do a lot of work on.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that is more development-based.
Right, yes, that's a technological
undertaking. Yeah, so that is a feature I did not work a ton on, but it is very cool.
It's very cool, yeah. Maybe we'll have to get some, well, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll be able to woo a developer to come and sit down and chat and figure out how they do the amazing things that they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a way over my head.
Oh, mine too. I am forever impressed by our developers.
And shout out to YouTube. We're still growing our YouTube channel as well. We again, all of our live streams are posted on there. So if you miss one, you can check it out afterwards, catch up on the news, or again, updates on cool events like Raid Fusion and stuff like that. And we're also releasing new video content all the time as well. I see Vidyut. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Vid, but you're a viewer on YouTube. You're the first YouTube viewer I saw in the chat just now, and I'd like to give you a bolo tie because thanks for watching on YouTube. I mean, we love our Facebook viewers as well, obviously, but it's just cool to see our our reach growing.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah, we're reaching more players because we're streaming to more places.
Yeah, for sure. Like and subscribe.
That's right. Yes, please do. Linda wants a bolo tie. Yes, Linda, you get a bolo tie. And Marilyn didn't ask for a bolo tie, but the chat slowed down just long enough that I saw your name. So Marilyn, you can also have a bolo tie.
There you
just
go.
that easy.
Very magnanimous of you, Ben.
Well, I do what I can.
Yeah.
It's their first time.
Their first time here. Who is that?
Chana Miriam.
Welcome.
Absolutely, bolo for you. Welcome, and I hope you're having a good time. Should we give away some FP, Mitch?
I think so.
Okay, great.
I mean, it's no party duck, but
it's no party duck.
It's no party duck, but I think we should give away some FP.
That sounds great.
Or some UN if you're in.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
There you go.
Yeah. So we are doing trivia. Same as always. If you're new here, so Chana, this is for you in particular. We are going to ask you 5 questions. They are worth 50 FP each, and you can only win once. Only one time. So if you're the smartest person in the room, well, you still only get 50 FP. The second, third, and fourth smartest people, and fifth, yes, because there are 5, yeah, so should go all the way to 5.
Yep.
The other 4 smartest people in the room will also win, not just the smartest person.
There you go.
Or the fastest, I guess.
It's fastest, smartest,
Yeah.
Sometimes the line is blurred.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And we select the winners. So, again, this is just a repeat for all of you who have not been here before. It's out of order, depending on where you are. The comments might come in at a different pace. You might see yours posted first, but I think it's going to be Moen today selecting the winner, and whoever Moen sees first on his version of the chat, there's no bias. He just picks the first name he sees, and he scrolls up to make sure it's the first name, and then confirms that it's the first name, and gives that person their 50 FP.
That's right. Moen is impartial, but fair.
Yes, he is, absolutely. And I was going to ask you, but it's your first time on the live stream. I don't know if you know. Do you know how these players can get their 50 FP once they've won?
You know what, Ben? I'm gonna cop to it. I don't actually know.
Yeah, there you go. That's totally fine. That's I'm glad that I asked you before. I still kind of threw you under the bus.
You know what? This is a learning opportunity for me.
That's right.
So I appreciate that.
They can get their 50 FP by writing in a ticket to the Player Success Team.
There you go.
Yeah. And
simple. You know what? In retrospect, I probably could have guessed.
Yes.
But it's good to know for sure. You should never assume.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Do you want to do questions, the odd questions, the even questions?
I'll do the even questions.
The even questions.
So
all right.
Off, yeah.
Okay, we're going here. This is happening.
Trivia time.
Trivia time right now.
Yeah.
Starting with question number 1. Tangrazniz and Tanosti
There, perfect.
are the brand new
new
Viking Clan raid bosses. They're starring in the first ever Raid Fusion event. What type of creatures are they? Wow, I couldn't even get through the pronunciation before the correct answers were coming in.
Yeah. Very quick.
Now I know how Alex Trebek feels. Rest in peace. Sorry, Alex. I'm a big fan. When people buzz in before he's finished even reading the question.
That's the key to winning Jeopardy. I was going to say this earlier. It's not whoever knows the most. It's whoever's the fastest on the buzzer. So it is speed.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So yes, the correct answer was goats. And you can all thank me, because originally I had written out that you had to name these creatures.
That would have been mean.
That would have been too mean.
That would have been mean.
I can't even say their names. I cannot write their names. Every time I put their names in the slides for the live stream, I copied and pasted them.
We would have also accepted the English answer to that question, but we did not tell you what the English version of their names were.
Oh.
Thin Teeth and Teeth Grinder.
Oh.
I forget which is which.
There you go. Well, and that would be why their equipment
Thin Teeth.
Are the thin teeth hammer and stuff like that. Ah, very nice, very nice. Okay, question number 2. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, this is mine. Oh.
Yeah, this is for you.
Absolutely. All right. So, what type of animal is depicted in Mitch's exclusive live stream item? Very, very animal-centric questions so far.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They follow a theme.
They do.
Yeah. We're getting the right answer.
Here come the answers. Yeah.
People know.
Yeah, they know.
What is it, Mitch?
It's a duck.
It's a duck.
It's a duck. I saw some debate whether it was a goose or a duck. It's a duck. Yeah.
I I thought it was a goose at first, but then, as you know, because I sent you this picture when I was like, is this a goose or a duck? And I Googled, the difference between them. Geese are terrifying.
Geese are terrifying.
They have like little teeth.
They got like teeth, yeah.
And it like is on their tongue and their beak.
Yeah. They look so, they sometimes look so elegant with those long necks, but they're horrifying. Especially as, people in Canada know, Canadian geese, awful.
They're monsters.
They are monsters, yeah.
I heard that
I cross the street when I see a pack of Canadian geese.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially during the spring when they're nesting.
When they're aggressive. Oh, yeah, for sure.
They used to be endangered.
They did.
They're now overly abundant, apparently. They have no natural predators.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Yeah, well, they are the predator. They're the top of the food chain.
Right. Yeah. They are above humans on the food chain.
I would say so.
Yeah.
This human at any rate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 3. Let's hand out some more FP here.
Yeah, let's do it.
In addition to our dearly beloved goats, Viking Clan has 2 other raid boss pairs. As a pair of wolves and a pair of brothers. Can you name one of those pairs?
This is a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was very proud when I thought of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, I see a close answer in there. But I'm not seeing any.
I saw a right one.
You saw the right one?
I saw a right one. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
I think this is that correct?
Might
be correct.
We will double check that. One of them is correct.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to check on my script here to make sure that I. Yes, that it's not
okay.
Quite.
It's not quite
it's
correct.
Not quite. I see some close approximation of the wolves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Half the answer was correct.
And I'm also I'm not seeing.
I think we got one.
I think we do have a correct answer.
I think we do have a correct answer.
The Sons of Thor.
Yes, absolutely.
The Sons of Thor. Their names are Magni and Modi.
Yes, they were the guild raid boss last time around.
That's right. Yeah.
And Hati was it was Skull and Hati. I saw a lot of Scotty.
Yeah.
So Scotty is actually in Real Big Fish. They play the trumpet. So that is not one of the 2 wolves that chase the sun and moon in Norse mythology.
Nice. 90s ska band reference.
90s, I listen to them now.
I love Real Big Fish.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
so
absolutely.
good. They're wonderful.
Yeah,
they're
for sure.
They're a fun band.
Sometimes you just need a little ska to lift your day up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you ready for question number 4, Mitch?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so what raid event ran across all of our games last month?
Mm-hmm.
So
well, I guess which is to this month.
Still this month.
But the past month.
The past month, yeah, that's right.
That's my bad. I wrote
throughout
that
August. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm seeing answers coming in.
But I'm not seeing. Hey,
okay. Now the correct answers are coming in. Absolutely.
Very
all right.
Nice. What is the correct answer, Mitch?
The correct answer was Raid Shop.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So similar. Again, you collect tokens for doing actions, but. Quite a bit different.
The mechanics are different. The mechanics are different. Just the way you collect the event currency has a similarity.
Yes, yeah.
To Raid Fusion.
Yeah. All right. Final question, everybody. Here we go. Question number 5. How many raid actions will be necessary to earn a single component during the Raid Fusion event? And this might change in the future. Is that true, Mitch? Depending on how this goes?
Depending on how this goes, this could change. It could go up and down. Obviously we put a lot of thought into the numbers for these things. We do a lot of validation.
You don't just pick them out of a hat?
I do not know. I do not just write down, increments of 25 and then whichever one I pick, that's the cost. No, there is actually a lot of, math and checking that goes into this stuff. And the whole team is part of this process for validating it. So
I was very impressed. You posted some of that math this morning, and I was like, this is incredibly thorough. That's really impressive.
I do try to be thorough.
That's very it shows. We've had many correct answers.
Yes, many correct answers.
And the answer is 25 actions. So congratulations to whoever sunk that basket.
Absolutely.
Now, we do have a pretend trivia question.
Okay.
A final trivia question, if you'd like.
Sure.
Mitch?
All right, so we can do an even number.
That's right.
So, question, how do you earn an exclusive to this live stream, Mitch Party Duck?
Anybody know? I mentioned it very briefly. It's not a real question.
No, not
It's
really.
not a real
We're
question.
going to tell you.
Yeah, but hey, people are correct.
Yep, there you go.
You're going to
I'm
follow
seeing
a
the right
link,
answers coming up.
and the link is going to be posted in the chat. Or you say, gimme.
Technically, you did ask them to do that, so that is also technically
yeah, that's
correct.
also correct.
Yeah.
And since we're receiving so many correct answers in the chat, let's give away this party duck.
Absolutely.
So you're going to follow the official link, which is going to be posted in the chat now. You're going to follow the link either posted by Henry or by Restream.io or by Moondrummer. So one of those two. I think Restream.io. I don't know if it says it's from Mob Wars or if it's from Restream.
I think it says Mob Wars.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So
I see Restream on mine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mr. Mob Wars LCN will give you the.
That's right. That's right. Okay. And while you're going and claiming your party duck, I do have the official list of winners as well, which I'll read out to you. We have Lana Stone, Lori Spencer, Mike Pong, Jeff Langiel, and Kelly Blacklock.
There you go.
I'm getting it. I'm figuring it out. Congratulations to our winners.
Congratulations.
Lana, Lori, Mike, Jeff, Kelly. Well done. Well done.
Absolutely.
Hey, all right. They're getting their party ducks.
Party duck. There you go.
That is what I like to see.
Excellent.
Well, that is the end of our scheduled programming.
There you go.
But we do have time for questions and answers, and I'm sure folks, I know some people were still expressing some confusion at the Raid Fusion.
Confusion at the Fusion. That's good.
Now, it's our...
You're a person who rhymes and you were unaware.
Yes. I think they have a saying for that as well. But
they might, but it's not coming to me right now.
Yeah. If only it rhymed, I would remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see a question asking about the stats. The stats will be different per game because it's based on that game's current limited quantity items.
Okay.
And all the games have different stats for their items and such and forth. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it's not going to be the same across every game in terms of attack and defense.
Can we get... here's a question, which I'm sure you're going to love, Mitch. Can we get more worlds? I assume that means locations.
Locations, yeah. So locations are what we call them technically. Players call them worlds. I've seen a bunch of terms for them.
Countries, cities.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard it all. Yeah.
More locations are coming.
Okay, great.
I can confirm that. I don't know when they will be coming. I don't have an exact date to give, but the next Viking Clan one is in the process of being made. I know VC. You guys need one next, but every game, unfortunately, except for Zombie Slayer, they, but we do have something to talk about with that later. Again,
yes. That's right.
But LCN, PC, and VC will get new locations coming up sooner rather than later for VC.
Perfect. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's right. Linda's correct. Click the link, choose your game, and collect your party duck.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have trouble with the link, contact these guys.
Yes, please write us back. Write us as soon as possible, in fact. Kevin wants to know if we have any plans for a new game. I know that we have 2 new games on our other branch of games, our idle narrative games, which are coming out soon. I hope.
Yeah.
We keep getting little glimpses on this side of the fence of the artwork and the gameplay, and it looks really fun.
Yep.
So keep your eyes peeled for those. But I don't know. Are there any dreams of a new RPG game from Kano?
You know what, Ben. Even if I did know, I am sworn to secrecy.
Okay, great.
So
I have no idea. So
I can drop hints for some things, and then some things are off limits.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So even if you did know, that it is a no comment.
No comment. That's
okay,
right.
Great.
That's
okay,
right.
Awesome. Kingdom of Thrones.
Wow, that is a throwback. Wow, that is back when I first started at Kano. Kingdom of Thrones was one of our games. Unfortunately, that did get sunset along the way, but it was a very ambitious title. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd love to hear more about that. But first, I want to answer Tina, who said, "Who won the trivia?" The trivia winners were Lana, Lori, Mike, Jeff, and Kelly. So congratulations to those. And Kevin says, I missed the giveaway. Damn. Don't worry, Kevin. The link is still down there. I'm sure our dear folks behind the curtain are going to keep continuing to post those in the chat. So find that link, head there, collect your party duck, and celebrate alongside that well-dressed duck.
Absolutely. That duck is ready to party.
Yeah. Very ready to party. Frederick wants to know if we can enable them to remove campers from raid bosses. I hear this request quite a bit.
Yes.
I don't know. To me, it doesn't. I feel like it will cause more problems because people will be booting people out of their raids who don't deserve to be booted.
Yeah.
But I do understand the difficulty of those who hate that.
Yeah, definitely. So this is kind of a tricky one. This is one that we've talked about ever since we introduced the raid boss.
Okay,
all the way back with Cave Dragon and Viking Clan years and years ago. I don't even remember how many years ago at this point. We have talked about this, and then, yeah, like Ben said, ultimately it just comes down to the fact that there is no real clean way to do it. It sounds simple. You know, if someone's sitting on your raid boss, you just want to kick them off.
Yeah.
But then what happens to their contribution to the party health? How do we account for that? What happens to the actions they did on the raid boss? What happens to that?
Right.
What happens to the actions that they did do from their account? How does that make it up? Do they just lose it all? You know, maybe they have to go away for a day and they're not able to contribute actions. You know, what's the time limit that you give for moving someone? So, you know, some of these have simple answers, you know, like maybe the damage they did just goes back to the raid health, but then that's also confusing for everyone else who is not the raid owner. The raid owner knows you kick someone, then the damage they did just goes back to the health, but then everyone else is like, why did the boss heal?
Why did my boss heal? Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately there's not a lot of very clean ways to handle this. It is something that we do talk about. You know, we're always looking at ways to improve the raid boss. Mm-hmm. We've got some more improvements coming up. Again,
all right.
I can't say too much about that, but you know, so we are always talking about this issue, and if we ever do find a good solution, it will probably go in. But as for right now, we haven't found a perfect solution. And raid boss is like, it's a very popular feature. A lot of players play it.
Yes, yeah.
You know, activity goes through the roof when raid bosses come out. So we want to be very careful when we do change something as essential as inviting players to your party, the party makeup, and then everything that would kind of come out of removing a player from the party.
Because again, the parties have been set up this way since the first raid boss.
Yeah, well, and then you know, they used to have, and this is another thing, they used to have tiers, and then we removed the tiers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I can imagine if tiers were still a thing, that would be even more complicated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's really interesting. It's really reassuring. I hope for the players to hear you say that, because you know, I think they hear it a lot from us. Like, oh, we're always considering these things. And we are, like,
absolutely.
Mitch was telling you earlier about how much influence he has over the new content that's coming into the game. And this isn't just a talking point for the player success team and say, oh, I'll tell Mitch about it, but I won't. Mitch hears it.
I hear it, absolutely. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I used to be the community manager, so you know, I'm very familiar with keeping, you know, sort of the finger on the pulse, so to say, of what our players are saying and thinking about stuff. So, you know, and we do talk about, like, I'm repeating myself a little bit.
Yes, no, it's fine.
But not just about raids. We do talk about everything, you know. We have lots of meetings where we discuss the games and what players are saying, and we make incremental improvements where we can. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're little, but we always try to make improvements to the games based on what players are telling us. And then we also have to balance that with, like, you know, our goals for the games. So it's a bit of a give and take, right?
Yeah.
So
it's also interesting, like, again, you're so thorough. You know, I think it's so easy to, even from my position, to say, come on, how come this isn't there yet?
Yeah.
And then you show me, for example, just all the work that goes into deciding how many components should building an item cost, how many actions should earn you a component in a what might be a one-time event. You know, it's incredible the work that you do, and so I'm very honored to be getting to see it right before it's released. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Yeah, for sure. I definitely try to be as thorough as possible, and the whole team.
Yes, that's right.
Possible.
Yeah, it's not just you; it's everybody.
Real team effort. Yeah, absolutely.
Can we message Mitch directly? Mitch, can they message you directly? I don't think they can.
They cannot. So the time of messaging me directly was when I was a community manager.
Yes,
that time has since passed. So I spend a lot of my time focusing on, you know, new content and events for the game. I would love to be able to respond to everything and, like, take everybody's ideas, but I kind of lean on the player success team to kind of get those ideas from players and talk to you guys, dedicate their time to talking to you guys. So I can focus on making new content at events, and they can focus on talking to you. And then everything does come to me directly through them.
Yes,
So.
we deliver reports to Mitch quite often.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm aware, but there's no way to contact me directly. I mean, you can send me a message in game if we're mobbed up or clanned up or something like that. But again, am I going to get to it? Unsure.
Yes.
Unsure.
Terry wants a bolo tie. Terry Weaver, Varney, and Susan wants a bolo tie. I saw a few more requests. Madge wants a bolo tie. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Does Mitch respond to tickets? No, Mitch does not directly.
I have not responded to tickets in quite a few years. Again, along with community management, that's something I used to do. I'm sure if players kept their correspondence with support, there would be a few tickets that I responded to back in the day. Yeah.
Richard wanted a bolo tie as well, and so does James. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I sent out enough bolo ties for the time being.
Yes.
What other?
You cannot fuse the bolo tie and the duck to create a bolo tie duck.
Oh,
maybe in the future we
that
could
would
do
be
that.
fun.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah.
A Kano themed boss that drops the live stream items,
that would be fun.
And then you have to fuse them together to create better weapons to kill us or something like that. I don't know. I'm just being silly. I saw a nice question in here.
Yeah.
Does everyone get ties, or is it just random people that get noticed? It's just random people, Brett. I just pick people at random. And even though I just said that I wouldn't give out any more for the next few minutes, Brett, you can have one because it's a great question.
There you go.
I'm just... I live on a whim. Everything I do is just flight of fancy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I just saw if there's an admin named Mitch that responds to tickets. I just had a response from Mitch. No, there is no admin. There's nobody at the company named Mitch other than me.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, could be a thing with an old account getting wires crossed and coming with that. But no, I have not responded to any tickets, and there is also no admin named Mitch. So
the world
could have
boss
been Matt.
Stops at Las Vegas. Is there any plans to introduce more?
So, not right now.
Okay.
But again, that's another one of those things where we've always been like, oh, we should do another world boss, and then we kind of have to balance that out with like everything else we want to do because I'm sure you guys have said this 100 times. We are a smaller team. We're a smaller studio.
Yes.
We like it that way. It works well for us, but we do have to have some frank discussions about where our time and energy goes. World bosses, I will give that a firm maybe.
Okay, great.
I would like to do more, and I'm sure Amaris would love the opportunity to do another world boss. What could happen is maybe we could refresh some of that old world boss art. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Nice. We'll see how that happens because we did refresh the art for the earlier LCN locations.
Oh.
For New York, Boston, and Chicago, I believe.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So
when was that?
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. I think before you started.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll get you the before and after, but that's brand new art. So
that's cool. That's great.
Amaris loves making art. Yes, thank you, Amaris, and we love your art, Amaris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
Great. Yeah.
Brett wants to know how you collect the bolo tie. So just like if you're a trivia winner, you write in a ticket to the to our team, to the Kano Player Success Team. You can do that by emailing us at support@kanoapps.com. You can go to support.kanoapps.com and hit the contact us button, or you can use your in-game help button to send us a ticket.
Lots of ways to get in touch with Player Success.
Tina Spires wants to know if there's any ideas, any plans to change up the colors for raid games.
No.
No?
I can give that. That is those colors are set.
They're set? Okay,
Sorry,
great.
Tina. I can give that a firm no.
Oh, that's too bad. That's I don't know. It's too bad for Tina.
Too bad for Tina,
yeah. Gavin needs to get a bolo tie and needs to collect it. Okay, Gavin, yes, you're absolutely right. You need a bolo tie and you will get one as long as you write us in a ticket.
Yeah. Plans to make the ship worth something in Royale for winning. Yes, okay, so yeah, we do need to go in and refresh those drops. So, hey, you're talking to the right person. So I will put that on my list of things to do just for you.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
I hear that as well. Ooh. Any chances Battle Royale will give better XP during the next mode? next build of Battle Royale?
So we are working on a new type for Battle Royale.
Okay.
That is still in the discussion phase. So will it get better XP? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. When that comes out, we will definitely let players know. I did see a question that asked, which game do I play the most? I try to split my time evenly between all 4 of them.
Okay.
That's kind of a non-answer. But I've gone through phases. I used to play Pirate Clan a lot, and then I played Viking Clan a lot. Then I played Zombie Slayer a bit, and but I do try to split my time between all 4 games because even though the games are similar mechanically, there's still a lot of things that are different about them.
Yes.
So something that is commonly accepted in LCN might be way different in ZS, for example. So I try to keep on top of all of them.
Mitch is one of the people on our team who is like, when people in admin blitz are always like, why aren't your bounties higher? Like, come on, can't you just like manipulate their characters behind the scenes and just give us more money? Mitch is like, no, I want to play this game. Mitch doesn't cheat. Mitch doesn't cheat to like make his characters better. Mitch wants to play the games the way you play the games and grow his character honestly.
Yes.
And so he
absolutely.
gets a real experience. So I that's always I don't know, I thought that was a nice tidbit. Customizing our characters with a bolo tie would be cool. Is there any like I think that just avatars and character customizations are the only thing that you can really do right now to customize your character.
Yeah, you can also give them overlays, so maybe that's
right,
a nice bolo tie overlay. I think would look really well because kind of where it would go on the avatar photo is kind of right over the neck area. So hey, maybe there will be a bolo tie overlay in the next season of the Battle Pass, or a couple from now because those are written a few months in advance.
Right, yes.
So keep your eye peeled.
Yeah, how far? I mean, this is probably a difficult question because you're working on a lot of different things and everything's probably different. How far ahead how far ahead are you shooting? How far ahead are you already prepared versus does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. So I don't want to give away too much of how the sausage is made, so to speak.
Yes, of course, yeah.
And I like to stay flexible because like our plans do change, but I like to stay at least 3 months ahead in terms of what content is coming down the road. So for example, right now I'm already thinking about December.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's really neat.
Yeah. So.
Well, any other questions here, everybody? 6 months for a new boss.
Yeah, I mean, we like to get locations out as frequently as possible.
Yes.
There is no set schedule for that. I do like to do at least 2 a year. That's kind of been the pace I've been trying to maintain. But that does. It varies because Amaris works very hard.
Yes, kind of constantly.
Yeah, constantly. But we need to give the creative process needs room.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
To maintain the high quality that we've been used to. But yeah.
Ray Beck is begging for a bolo tie. Ray, sure, why not? How about it?
Ray? No, I'm just kidding. Ray can have a bolo tie.
And a party duck if you haven't collected your party duck yet.
Yes, remember to go collect the party duck. You have until 1:30 p.m. Pacific, which is 27 minutes from now.
Wow. All right. So not much time.
Not much time.
If you want to be generous and try to convince your friends to go pick up a party duck, you can still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions that are coming into the chat here? It looks like we're kind of slowing down on the questions. It's been about an hour. Normally this is when we get to wrap this thing up, but can we add more characters to the game?
I will say that the chances of getting a custom avatar that sits on top of the art for your character, like we've done in the past, I'd say that's pretty likely. New characters with new stats, I do not see that happening anytime soon.
Okay, cool. Yeah. There you go.
I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off of that one.
These are two that I've heard quite a bit. What are our plans for Syndicate Wars?
Syndicate Wars. Oh, okay, so I'm going to go on the limb here and assume you're talking about Syndicate Wars, the event.
I think so, yes.
The event, not the not war
mode.
Not war mode,
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, Syndicate Wars. So that's another thing I've been working on kind of behind the scenes. Again, it's still a little bit too early to talk about what exactly we're going to do with that. But I want to, sort of once Raid Fusion is cleared off, then that's probably going to be one of the next things that we work on.
Cool, right on.
Yeah. So I'm not, again, I'm not as, I hate that I'm giving so many of these answers. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I think that we have a lot of fodder for me to come back on a future live stream and talk about this stuff.
So maybe if for anybody who's watching this not live, who is like, oh, I didn't get my frickin' party duck. Maybe there'll be a chance to win another party duck someday down the line.
Someday down the line, absolutely.
Someday, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Great. Who sends in the most tickets? I don't actually keep track of that, Shane, but that's a funny... I don't know. You should get an achievement for doing that or something like that. Can we
increase the rewards of Sin Wars? Yeah, I would definitely say that's a possibility, for sure.
Can we get a slider, like with raids for stamina, for the energy for jobs? So you could just, like, complete a bunch of jobs all at once.
Yeah, okay, so... Man,
maybe.
This is... Maybe. Yeah, so this is another thing we've talked about where you just crank up the slider and you do as many of those jobs as you have energy. But that's kind of one of those things where it's just like I said earlier, it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, we've talked about this and it's kind of gotten a little bit along, and then, like, you know, something that has a bigger impact comes up, and then, you know, these things get shuffled around. So that's another one of those things that's just like we've talked about that. We've heard from players that they would like to do that. So I will say never. I will never say never to anything. Almost anything, I will say. I did say no new characters like a second ago.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. So that could happen. That could happen.
Oh, great. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Mitch, I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, bank capacity. When is that coming out? So this is another thing which is a developer...
Yep, that's
it's
more
a technological
that's a
hurdle.
Technical issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Technical hurdle is a good way to put it. So... you know, kind of from a producer, game designer standpoint, not really much we can do about that. You know, we are in discussions about things we can do with that, because we've heard it a lot. So guaranteed, we have all been discussing it. Yeah.
Great. Cool. Joe wants a bolo tie. Sure, Joe, you can have a bolo tie. Of course. That's great. Cool. All right. Oh, and that's from Amaris. I'm seeing this the questions slow down. So I think, you know what, we've gone over an hour here. How do you feel about wrapping it up, Mitch?
I feel pretty good. This has been great, but you know, if you get me talking for any longer, maybe I'll reveal some secrets I'm not supposed to reveal. So
yes,
it's good to cut me off now. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and
Thanks
for showing us Raid Fusions.
Yeah.
Raid Fusion.
Raid Fusion, singular.
I don't know.
You can call it Raid Fusions as much as you like, but it is Raid Fusion singular.
It doesn't change the title of the event.
Yeah, it's Raid Shop. You know,
yes, not Raid Shops.
Not Raid Shops. Yeah, you're not going to a mall of raids. Although, hey, Raid Mall.
Raid Mall.
There you go.
I think that would fit in very nice in Zombie Slayer.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Mitch. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, we'll have to have you again sometime soon.
I would love to.
Okay, great.
All right, great.
See you, everybody.
Thanks,
have
everyone.
a good one.
See ya.